We are joined by Joy Rader, who is running for re-election as a Republican for Greene County Register of Deeds. Joy, thank you for coming with us today.
Thank you, Jim, for allowing me to come and speak to you and the audience.
Well, we're just a couple weeks out from the general election now. How challenging has this campaign been so far for you?
Well, every campaign is different, and I think each campaign is challenging. You have to plan your strategy. You have to work hard. You have to try and see as many people as you can to ask for their votes. And whether you have an opponent or not, in my opinion, you run it the same way. This is my 5th campaign for the office of Register of Deeds. In each campaign, I have had an opponent. Sometimes only in the general, I am unopposed. But even if I am unopposed, I still run that campaign as if I have an opponent, strong and willing to serve Greene County.
When talking to the voters, what feedback have they given you about this race and about how the office is operating?
Well, people stop me every day, whether it's out in the public, whether it's in the office, and they are very complimentary about how hard I work in my campaign and how I treat each person the same. Doesn't matter if you're a farmer, doesn't matter whatever, I'm going to treat each individual the same. They love to see me on the bypass. They tell me this. They show me their appreciation by waving, by honking their horn. And I really appreciate that because that shows me that they are interested, and it keeps me energized, keeps me willing to go and work a little bit harder. They also praise the staff for the great job that they do. And we have continued to do that throughout my campaign. They also talk about how friendly, efficient, and fast that we are. We always give them the information that they need. Sometimes it might take a little longer, but that information is always there for them. And they're just amazed to see that we have done so much in that office to backscan and update everything, to what it can be. Even the attorneys comment about how efficient and friendly and that we have fewer mistakes in the counties that surround us. And that makes my staff and I feel good about the job we're doing. We try and be careful. We're human. We make mistakes, but we try our best to be very efficient.
As everyone knows, the county is facing severe budget concerns, and there have been some proposals put out to possibly reduce the hours of offices and the employees. How do you feel about those plans?
Well, I think everyone is struggling right now, not only Greene County, but other counties. But when I look at this, I feel sorry for people that's out of work. It could be me. It could be anyone. But when it comes to the county's budget, I do not have a say-so in that budget as far as what budget and finance and your full commissioners do. And that's why I feel like this is so important, that you look at these people that are running and you choose the right one to help the county. When they're proposing this budget cut to cut out a day a week, that is not only going to hurt our employees, Greene County's employees, it's going to affect the county and the people in it itself. In our office, documents are required to be recorded in a timely manner, and this could throw things off that could face some possibilities of anything happening because you have to record those. Now, I will say that I feel like that I have been picked on because they're asking some budget cuts. My office only works 37 and a half hours per week. There are other offices that only works 37 and a half hours per week. But there are some that's on a 40-hour week. You take 5 hours out of a pay period, and that's a lot of money. And then you ask these people to cut another 7.5 hours out of their paycheck. We are going to lose all our employees. That's exactly what's going to happen. And they seem to think that we can go out on the street and hire employees to fill these positions. Yes, there are people out there that could do the job, but it takes time. It takes training. I have employees that's been there 53 years, 35 years, 12 years. you don't replace those people just overnight. It takes time and practice to get to the point that this can be done. And I'm not against any department, anything, but all I am saying to our Greene County government and our commissioners is be fair. Be fair across the board. If you allow my girls only to have 37 and a half hours, cut the other offices. Don't just pick on my office, the assessor's office, the county court clerk, and ask Sheriff Burns to cut employees out of his. We have other offices. Why not ask them to cut an employee? I'm sorry. I know we're hurting. I know we are, and I feel sorry for the people in Greene County. I'm a taxpayer too. And when they increase the budget and we have a tax increase, that affects me. And I know it's hard, but I do not know what the solution is, but I'm willing to work with them and do what I can to help. But I do not think cutting services for the people of Greene County is the answer.
What can you point to as the most important reason that you can give to voters that they should cast their votes for you?
Well, first of all, I know the office. I know everything that there is to do. I know when reports are supposed to be filed, and they must be filed on a timely manner, because if they are not, then that cuts the revenue that comes back to Greene County. I have been there for 16 years now. I feel like that I am friendly along with my staff. We're efficient, and we do a wonderful job. It has been an honor to serve the people of Greene County, and I have the experience. I have the knowledge. I have the willingness. I have the heart to be here for the Greene County people, because I was raised here, and I know how it is, and I'm just a little country girl that wants the best for Greene County and our citizens.
What's been the most rewarding part of the campaign for you so far?
The people. The people's love, the people's affection that they show toward my staff and I. They're just very complimentary. I love to get out in the communities. I love to support my communities at any function that they have. People of this county gave me the opportunity to serve as Register of Deeds, and I want to give back what little bit I can, and I try and do that not just at election time, but every day of the year that there is something going on. I want to give back to those people.
Joy Rader, running for re-election as a Republican for Greene County Register of Deeds. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Jim.